What up, guys? What up, guys? It's your boy, Falaka Mamba. You already know we in the building, bro. You don't want to mess with me, man. You don't want to mess with me. Click that subscribe button and click that like button before you further watch this video. So it happened yesterday, guys, that we were trading US30 and Nasdaq. So it was very complicated day. To be honest, it was a very complicated day because if you can just check what happened on US30, it was that US30 was at all times high. So there was no resistance that we could see here because of the market was just here at all times high. So it was very complicated. So I chose not to trade yesterday. So I decided to stay out of the market to wait for the market to do whatever that I want instead of me compromising for the market. I don't compromise for the market, but I wait for market to do what is in my trading plan. So what happened, guys, yesterday is that okay, let me just make my screen big so that I can explain my key areas. As well, as you all know, guys, I'm trading based on key areas and psychological levels. So let me just remove this and this. So as you can clearly see now that we have what is that we have market nature. You can see that we have a push to the upside, we have this continuation, and then we have a push correction, I mean, and then we have another continuation to the upside. So you can see that the momentum of US30 is very bullish at this moment in time, and you can see now that we are at 3:30. So you can see this is the low of the correction. You can see that this is the low where we buy, and then this is the high of this correction where we sell. But I'm not there. So guys, here, let me just make my screen. So guys, here it was about 3:30 yesterday. It was about to be 3:30. So I did see that market is at all times high. We did discuss that with our students to say how we're gonna trade these, because now it's at all times high. So the only way, or the only reason way we're gonna be trading it was if market can come back to these areas here and then continue to push to the upside, or the market can just come and break below these areas and continue pushing to the downside. That was the only scenario that we were looking out for. Because here, you cannot say we have a bit of resistance or support because of this is so poor and it's weak. I mean, because of now we are at what? We are at 5-minute time frame. So you can see that even this candlestick, it's just one candlestick. It's not confirmed to say I can put a resistance here. It's not really confirmed. So that's why I told our students not to trade. Even though we did have our students who closed in some bit of profit, but I myself personally, I didn't trade yesterday. So guys, you can see that now it was 20 past 3 SAST. So you can see that this candlestick came in 25 past to test this area here, couldn't break below. The next candlestick that came in around 3:30 exactly came in and broke and closed below this area here. So I wasn't in this position. The reason being is because of this area for me. I didn't trust this area for me to be a strong level of support or resistance as well. It could be easily broken upside to the downside. Can be a lot of manipulation that can happen in this area. So that's why I didn't enter this selling opportunity as well. So I decided to not enter. But other than that, we saw that market did what? It shot to the upside after that. As I was just saying now, is that you can see, guys, that this is a weak level of what? I can't say it's a resistance or support, but I can say this is a weak level, psychological level. So you can see. And then another thing that I tried to put in here, let me just put in the replay button. I tried to put in a fib level here, taking it from this push to this high, hoping that if at least the market can come to these areas here to test these areas before shooting to the upside, then you can get that buying opportunity. But you can see that the market didn't really give us that, didn't really come to these areas, didn't turn here, and then it closed like this, of which is not something that is good. And then the next candlestick that opened, didn't touch into this area. It just went all the way to the upside. So we couldn't take this trade on US30. As you can see, we are still at a very high level. And then looking at nasdaq was very, very nice, to be honest. Yesterday nasdaq was very, very nice. Let me just zoom out. Nasdaq was very, very nice yesterday. You can clearly see, guys, that we have our resistance here, so our key area here. We can just drag it a bit back. You're gonna see, guys, that market keeps on respecting this key area quite a lot. As you can see, this area was respected here, 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 here. And now we can see that we shot to the downside, came back, had a little bit of confusion here. Market was consolidating a bit, not to say consolidating, but was having hard time breaking below, but eventually we broke below. So this tells us this is a strong level of what? It was a strong level of support that turned into what? Into resistance. So now, if I can just drag it a little bit back, you can see that even here, price did have a hard time breaking. And now you can see that price had a hard time breaking here as well. So now you can see, guys, that we have other key areas that I highlighted, but are not as close to the price. This one is the closest one to the price. You can see that price broke above, came back for a retest. Now we are in the middle of no man's land. You can see that now we're in the middle of no man's land. So we don't trade when price is in the middle of no man's land. So you can see it's 25 past. So still waiting for candlestick to close at 3:30, and you can see that we have this key area as well. These are important key areas, guys, where market can literally found those bounces and breaking a retest and so on. You can see that these are strong level of what? Of support and resistance. So I would have drawn this one as well, but I noticed that it was a bit far. It was a bit far from price, so it wasn't maybe that much helpful for me at this point in time. So now, zooming out and playing, you can see, guys, that the market did what? Came back to test these areas for us, but it couldn't break above again. You can see that the market failed to break above these areas, and then it failed to break first, it failed to break below here. You can see, and then again came back up, and then it failed to break up. So this was a nice double top formation that has been formed here, and nice confirmed what? Selling opportunity. And eventually we did see Nasdaq shooting all the way to the downside. We did see Nasdaq shooting all the way to the downside. It was very, very nice trade. Very, very, very nice trade to be in. So that was it, guys, for today's session. Yesterday's session, I mean. That's what we faced on US30 and what we faced on on Nasdaq as well, printing a nice double top formation here, and US30 being at all-time highs. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure that you subscribe, you click on the like button, and then you drop a comment as to what you think about this video. It's me, your boy Falake Mamba. I'm signing out.